Hey guys! So for today's crochet video, well, it's actually already done. To give you a little bit of a backstory, I finished the hexagon sweater, the rainbow sweater, around the same time that I filmed the photo card holder video. So for the last couple of weeks between finishing doing all of that and today, I've just been crocheting photo card holders for my Etsy shop. But I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now, and yesterday I decided I was done with crocheting the holders for now. I basically was just bored of it and didn't feel like doing any more, and was trying to think of what my next crochet project was going to be. In my ocean tapestry video, I showed off a yarn that was a really thin art yarn that I ended up not using for that piece, and I mentioned that I wanted to do a crochet piece with yarns like that, and I was just going to add that to the mix. So last night I decided, why don't I start that project? It shouldn't take me too long, but I don't think I'll get very far in it last night. So I'll film the intro and then, in a couple of days I'll be done. I finished most of it last night, and it was literally, I think it took me like maybe 5 hours in total. If it wasn't so late last night, I would have finished it last night. I do have footage of me crocheting it a little bit, which I can show you right now.
By nightfall, we'll be able to launch our attack then. Get the fire lancers in position. Sir.
Don't worry, Mau. Your papa is coming to your rescue presently. I can't sleep. There's still some time before the Royal Guard attacks. Yes.
For a while, I wasn't sure what I wanted to crochet with this yarn. Each skein is, I believe, 25 yards, so there really wasn't a lot that I could use to make any kind of like big pieces. I was thinking maybe of like a bag or something. Because of the way this yarn looks, I couldn't really justify making something like that. I was, at the time, inspired by the Wizard's Keep here on YouTube, who did something similar and made a crocheted moss-covered bag. But I really don't need a crochet bag, so I was just kind of mulling it over for a while. And even before I added the ocean one, I had 3 colors to work with. Basically, I just kind of want to have something that I can look at, so I decided I'll do like, it's not really crochet tapestry because I'm not making an image out of it. It's more so I'm just crocheting it to be a wall hanging. I do not remember the names of these yarns, so I will put them up on screen, and I have it here. It's not on any kind of hanger. I think I want a thin dowel for this, and I don't have one right now. Here it is. I did just steam it, but I think my tension was so tight at the bottom that it doesn't want to be perfectly straight at the bottom. You can get a better sense of all the colors on the back. I chose to have all of those, whatever kind of material that is, these dangly bits be on one side, and that would be basically the front. But you can see I have 4 different colors. We have this blue one, which is called this kind of white and beige and gray, but also there's brown and green in it, and it's in little tassely inclusions are green and brown and like kind of almost orange but white, and the name of that is this brown one with a lot of brown and almost peachy tone inclusions, which is called this, and this green one, which was one of the first yarns that Malleor Fiber Studios, which is what all of these yarns are from, on Etsy. I remember seeing that one, and it was one of the ones that I thought I would never want to use. It is called this. But yeah, it has mostly green tones and then some brown inclusions as well. I basically crocheted in only a handful of hours. I really didn't think I was going to finish it last night or do most of it last night. I almost finished the brown section, and then I did all of the green section this afternoon. And this is just some old beige yarn. I think it's Red Heart that I bought years ago because I wanted to have some kind of base. Like when I do my tapestry weavings, they always have something plain on the bottom and the top that kind of have, I don't know what to call that. But yeah, this is the piece. I really like it. I didn't know if I would like the blue yarn in there at all. And working with the whatever this color is, it weirdly makes me think of barnacles. Not that I've really seen barnacles up close. My only frame of reference is an episode of 10 Minute Power Hour by Game Grumps, where they eat canned fish and stuff. And one of them was barnacles, and it kind of looks like this. But yeah, there really was no theme per se, just like water, and then after water, and then dirt, and then grass, green, truthful, I don't know. That was it. I didn't want to be cutting up this yarn. I didn't cut it up at all. Even you can see the last bit of the green yarn didn't finish a row. And I'm like, I'm not cutting it off because then I'll have this short piece that I don't know what to do with of pretty yarn. So I'm just going to stop it, attach the beige yarn, and continue, and I don't mind. Obviously, I didn't do that on the bottom because I didn't know how it was going to play out. I think originally I wanted it to be more narrow, but then I was crocheting the beige to kind of like figure out how wide I wanted it to be, and it became this wide. Don't know how many stitches. I did single crochet for everything just because I knew it had so much going on. I didn't need to be doing anything. I didn't even think a double crochet would be a good idea. It is mostly, the yarn itself is labeled as a worsted weight or a 4-weight yarn, which is basically the kind of yarn I crochet with all the time. But the actual yarn itself varied from like really thin, like a 2-weight, I would call it, like a lace weight or something like that in some places, to a 4-weight in some others, and then like a 5 or a 6 in other places. It got really chunky in some places, which it was fine. I used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, just because I knew there were some sections that were thicker than the others. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, so here is this little odd tapestry, not really tapestry, wall hanging piece that technically has two sides. If I want to flip it over at any point, I'll probably put it in my room somewhere. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy crochet, sewing, or any other kinds of crafts, please consider a follow. I upload every Sunday, and I hope to see you there. Bye!